All right, we are at CMC Rocks in Willowbank. It's 2025 edition of this, and we're lucky enough to sit down with some artists. And we've got Zach and George.
Thanks for having us on, boys. Appreciate
It's
it.
good. We did sneak a little Zoom interview in.
Yeah,
Busy
we did.
lifestyle.
Yeah, we
So
did, mate.
That was
We
a good
did.
chat. So it's good. It's actually good to put a face to the name, sort of thing, like when you go to these places. So
100%.
Did you FaceTime so you've seen the face?
yeah, well, but actually in person.
Yeah, hand of the shake.
Yeah.
A lot better looking in person.
Yeah, well said, well said. Back
A lot
at
less
you, mate.
blurry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When I spoke to you in the interview, you sort of spoke about being on the mountain. You're starting to sort of kick up the mountain a little bit, and you're starting to look back down a little bit now. So starting to get up the mountain. In that time, are we still getting a little bit higher, boys, on the mountain?
Mate, tiny bit.
Yeah.
You know, that mountain, I feel like, you know, we've got some aspirations and goals for this year, and I feel like that mountain's going to get steeper.
Yeah.
And we're just talking with the boys on radio, and I think, you know, we look back in the last 12 months and a bit more, and we've thought about the type of music that we've released, and we've been able to just put a little bit of array of singles out, and now starting to feel like we're like, right, this is the path we want to go down, and this is, you know, we want to start to think about potentially an album and stuff like that in the future. So,
and I think I think you might have even spoke about the album and that, about like releasing it when you know it's right, not just rushing to it.
Yeah, 100%. And also, you know, being happy with what you produce as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's probably taken us to this point to go, this is what we want to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and we like George said, we've put a bit of a blanket out, you know, in terms of singles. Like there's variations in topic and, you know,
way.
sound and melody. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Which way you sort of want to head with it, you can sort of pick and choose, I guess.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah.
You go.
George, you're obviously off the farm, so give us a farm update. What's the go? What's been
Mate,
happening?
this is mint. Because I want to talk about this stuff normally, but I never get
Mate, I'm a
past it.
farmer, so I know.
Oh,
We
this
care
is
about your
fantastic,
music
yeah.
too. We like your music career, but we want to talk about farming.
Mate, to be honest, it's dry at home at the moment.
Yeah.
We're feeding like mad. We've stopped selling hay
Yeah.
to new people coming in.
Yeah.
And we've had to I'm starting to go get silage that we made years ago and
Yeah.
starting to feed that out, and we're just starting to offload stock because it's just dry, dry.
So what do you run? Sheep?
Sheep and cattle.
And cattle, yeah.
But we also make lucerne as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, and we've been trying a few different types actually, and doing a few variations of old lucerne stands.
Yeah.
So we drilled a rye and an oats into an old lucerne stand, and we've been making that for a couple of years, and that's been a really good product.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been interesting seeing how quickly this dry weather's come on, particularly in our area. And also the rain that's coming through, it's very patchy.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
it was the same
Just need a good
yesterday.
solid rain for
Yesterday I had a
Yeah.
mate that they're like got about 10,000 sheep back home, and they're dry, like they're bringing a lot of feed in.
Yep.
And I said to the boys, I had a Snapchat off him, and I opened it up, and they'd had like 30 mil of rain in like a couple of hours, and the dams were filling up with now rain. I was like, that is like winning Tats Lotto for a farmer. I'm like, I'm that excited because it's raining for my mates.
Yeah.
Probably they're like, you're supposed to go and play on stage. Excited about that. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's raining back home.
I know. The
yeah.
muso on me yesterday saw the rain coming in Brisbane. I've got, God damn it. And then the farmery muse going, keep it coming.
Yeah.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, you're not saying to everyone you want it to piss down rain. You're just like,
That's right.
telling everyone, no, I don't want it to rain in the back of your head.
Yeah.
You're just like, yes,
Come
yes,
on,
yes,
come on.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
What tractors you run?
John Deere's, mate. John Deere's, yeah.
John Deere's,
solid.
Got a couple of 6140s.
Yeah.
So,
What about you, mate? What's the beef?
Oh, we got the old fucking Massey. That's like
Yeah.
Oh, that's
a
all right.
small thing, but we actually have the old Ford too. That's the
Yeah, copy.
that's the workhorse.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
You got this bloke running around on the farm yet?
Mate, he loves it.
It's my favourite thing in the world. Actually, when I was a kid, my uncle got they got a farm and they got a Lamborghini tractor. And I had no idea that Lamborghini started as tractors. So as a kid into cars, I'm
The
like,
whole Jeremy Clarkson
they've
thing.
got they got a speedster tractor.
They go like hundreds of kilometres an hour.
I'm going to actually throw you under the bus here. You're going to have to tell us something that he's done on the farm that you've just loved. Is there something like, gone to put a jerry can in, didn't know how to take the lid off or
10 minutes.
something? Or is he a very smart...
Spent 10 minutes.
People think I'm like,
Spent 10 minutes trying to open a gate.
You saw it.
I
was gonna.
That
not
would
say
get
anything.
anyone. No, that would get anyone. So the whole thing looks like a standard chain, right? But there's just been 2 like slits in the links. And you just got to twist them at 90 degrees, and then they'll pop in.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this chain going, this guy's having me on.
But the thing is, I'm looking at it and I'm going, he'd been going for probably a good 5-10 seconds before I pulled the phone out. And I'm like, you know what? This deserves for everybody to see it.
I did the exact same thing. Him, we were feeding out, took the truck out to the block the other day and took a couple of bales out, got him to open the gate. I'm just standing there. For 10 minutes, he's just trying to figure out how to open the gate.
I was all caught up, and I'm like, I knew he was filming too, and you didn't know. And I just like started taking the piss. I'm like, I'm just going to take ages, and he's going to just keep filming, and I'm just going to wait for it. So.
Yeah. But no, he's been really good. Before we went up to Rocky, we pulled down some old fences and reinstalled them, but he definitely held his own there. He ran the hell out of some wires, and which is always an underestimated thing on a fence line.
You know? Blisters.
Yeah.
I'm a good wire runner.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we better book him in, Bill. Get some fences done.
Oh, yeah.
Call It a Day. It was sort of come out, and it's sort of based off like a 3-day weekend sort of thing. So that was a pretty cool song that he's done.
CMC, brother.
Yeah.
Call It a Day is about the CMC for this weekend. 3-day weekend, too much drinking.
Yeah. So was that what it was fully based off this actual weekend, or was it just sort of generalised as to a weekend?
It was actually like we were getting to the end of a Nashville trip, and when we go to Nashville, it's quite intense. We just write. You know, you might be writing 2 songs a day, Monday to Friday. So we're sort of ending we're getting near to the end of the trip, and we had this idea of I'm just about ready to call it a day. So we've taken that idea and then based it around, like a drinking, working too hard, need a 3-day weekend.
Which is CMC this weekend.
Well, we rolled in Wednesday, and we were meant to be quiet Wednesday night. Miss Sammy were. I think last night was about 2 a.m.
I think he said I'm going to bed about 40 times.
Yeah,
I just kept drinking beers.
He's a lot younger than me. So you boys remember this when you're young, and when you could just get pissed and just have so much fun.
Yeah.
And then you just wake up the next day and do it all again. That's him. Whereas me, I'm like, the piss part, and the next day is just not fun for about the first 4 hours because I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Everything starts moving slower.
Yeah. So you boys are here for the whole weekend, 3 days?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. It's kind of a blessing in disguise that we're on Friday because now we can sort of enjoy the weekend. I think if I was on Sunday,
not officially.
A few bribes.
A few bribes. No, mate. Well, we're looking forward to putting on a hell of a show and having some fun, and then being able to enjoy some other music that CMC has to offer. So
and we definitely spoke about being in the crowd and that out there. There is a bit of a crowd out there. We don't want them to run away, do we?
No. I'm sure that'll be good. I hope the rain. This is the musician speaking. I hope the rain holds out for a little bit, but I think there's a little bit going around. But
there you go. I just don't even look at it, I don't think, because I'm just sort of like, oh, well, it is what it is. If it's got rain. When we were here in 2019, I don't know if you boys ever come like in them days when it was like 300 mil of rain and it was wet. Like the campgrounds and like out there was just mud.
Really?
I would have been happy to be up on stage, I reckon. They would have been singing far out.
Yeah, someone put it in the CMC fan page or whatever. What's the go with the rain? Do they like cancel the festival if it rains? I'm like, nah, mate. First time.
How's the luck going on the fishing? You told me you're the most unluckiest man, so have you had any fishing since then?
I, hilariously, have caught a couple of fish since we last spoke, but I was with my mate who was literally pulling them in every cast, and I could not catch anything. Anyway, I had fish on, only a little one. Fish on, I'm making a big deal of it, I'm kicking on like a monkey. Look, I got a fish on! Look at the buddy bend in the rod. About a metre before I beached it. Flicked it off, spat it out, and I'm looking at my mate, and he goes, "Mate, fail, have another go," and I ended up catching one, mate. So we've broken
changing.
It is, mate. I'm feeling a change coming.
Changing weather, changing fishing.
That's right, mate.
Beauty. One of mine, we were fishing in the Murray. I think it was Anzac weekend, or no, not Anzac, Australia Day weekend. One of my mates hadn't caught all he wanted to do was catch a cod. Hadn't caught one at all. Reeling one in. Finally, there was a cod on. He's reeled it around to my side of the boat. I've gone to grab the fish, and as I've grabbed it, the line snapped as it goes.
Fair dinkum.
It was dirty with me for the rest of the weekend.
That's how good mates become enemies.
That's when you get
I'll shout and piss for
overboard.
the rest of the night.
He's playing at Country Fest in Old as well, like Randy Hauser and that. That's coming up, so that's
pretty
cool.
keen for that.
That's going to be awesome.
We had no idea who the internationals were. Like, it was zip lip. Management didn't even tell us. So we've announced, and then a couple of weeks later, the internationals come out. We still had no idea, and we got sent the artwork like the night before. And we're like, oh yeah, let's
this is the go sort of thing.
Mate, we're keen as.
That's awesome. And if he's got any big goals coming up, like obviously the album's the main one probably at the moment, but is there goals to go sing somewhere, a festival or something? Or
mate, I think once we, Zach and I head back to Nashville in a couple of weeks, we'll be focusing more on that album and getting that process done. But I'd love to be getting on the road a little bit later in the year into early next year and put something together.
Come down to Ballarat.
Mate.
You're free, so don't come in winter.
But no, we are playing some cool festivals this year that have been on the bucket list. Like we're doing Gympie. We played in a talent quest there on the main stage in 2018. We haven't played that stage since. So we're playing on the hill there. We're doing Savannah.
And there might be a couple others too.
Stay tuned on the socials with the boys.
Yeah.
George will let you know how Zach goes with shutting the gate.
I will. Keep us updated on that.
Have you changed your band name officially, Zach and George?
Is it George and Zach now?
You'll get a turn eventually. But
when you said that when we did that interview, I just lost it. I was like, that is so good. It's just so original. It was like, we can change it for you. Zach and George.
Well, what we did was it's unofficial, but we did Zach and George under the name, and I was like, I feel left out.
Heartbroken.
Heartbroken. So we ended up setting up what we release all our music through, which you'll see on our Spotify, is Gaz Records. And Gaz Records is George and Zach Records. So I got a little win in there, and we also felt like it was a little bit Australian.
That's
So
that's fine. Gaz like from like Nathan Lyon or something
Nathan Lyon Records. Why did we think of that?
That's what I was like waiting for. Well played.
Well played. Well bowled.
Thanks for coming on for a chat, boys. Not long to your set now, so absolutely kill it. And there is a fair chance we're going to have a beer later, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Thanks for having us on, boys.
Are you boys hanging out just back of you?
Yeah, you'll find us.
Yeah.
We'll be roaming out there later.
Hell yeah. That'll be awesome.
He'll be passed out in the grass, probably.
Yeah, I've got this bit of a running joke at the moment that we seem to go to festivals, and by the time we get back and we're finished doing everything, I'm passed out on the
Face
grass
first
somewhere.
in the grass.
We did that meat stock last weekend.
Yeah, we'd get on the same page.
Well, maybe we'll be laying on the grass beside each other. All right, boys. Good luck, and thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us on, boys. Appreciate it.